reduce. So when reducing fractions, sometimes we can just see the common factors and divide them out. So if we were to look at example 1, we can see out of 300 boxes of the welding rods, 204 were E7018. Represent this as a reduced fraction. So if we were to show this, we would write the fraction as 204 were a certain kind out of 300. Now, if we have 204 over 300, we need to write this as a reduced fraction. We can see the top and the bottom are both even. So we could just go ahead and divide by 2 on the top and the bottom. So if we go 204 divided by 2 and 300 divided by 2, essentially we're just dividing it by 1, kind of like what we did before with finding the common factors. But this way we're just showing it like this. So 204 divided by 2 then is 102, because 2 can go into 204, well, the 2 1 time, 0 0 times, and then the 4 2 times. So we get 102. Then 300 divided by 2, well, 2 can go into 3 1 time. We carry the 1 that's left over. Then we have 10. 2 can go to 10 5 times. Then we have nothing left over, so it's, and then 2 can go into 0 0 times. Or we know 300 divided by 2 is equal to 150. Then the next step is to see that once again these are both even numbers. So we can go ahead and just divide by 2 on the top and the bottom. So now we have 102 divided by 2. So 2 can go into, not 1, but it can go into 10 5 times. 2 can go into 2 1 time. So on the top we have 51. And then on the bottom we have 150. So now we have 150 divided by 2, which is then 75. Or if you weren't sure, we can go 2 can go into 150 how many times? So we go, it can't go into 1, but 2 can go to 15 7 times, right? And then we have a 1 left over because 2 times 7, right? If you were to do it like this, is 14. Go ahead. 15 minus 14 is 1. Bring down the 0. So now 2 can go into 10 5 times. So that's all we did, but we kind of did it more mentally to kind of save us some extra writing things down. So now we have 51 over 75. Now, this is no longer even on both the top and the bottom, so we have to come up with other factors. So when we look at our divisibility tricks that we learned earlier in this, we remember that for 3, what we do is we can add up the digits and see if it's divisible, then by 3. So 5 plus 1 is equal to 6, which then is divisible by 3 because that equals 2. 75 is 7 plus 5, so that's 12, and we divide it by 3, so that would also be divisible by 3. So if we go ahead and divide both the top and the bottom by 3, so 51 divided by 3 is equal to, well, 3 can go into 5 how many times? Well, 1 time, and then we have 2 left over, so we now have 21, so 3 can go into 21 7 times. So that's on the top, and then 75 divided by 3. 3 can go to 7 2 times. We carry over a 1. 3 can go to 15 5 times, and then we have 17 over 25, and this would be the reduced fraction because you can't reduce any further because 17 is a prime number. So there's no more common factors. Now let's do another example. Example 2. The total length of 2 pieces welded together is 78 over 8 inches. Reduce this fraction. So here we have an improper fraction. So we're just going to go ahead and reduce the top and the bottom to its lowest improper fraction form. So if we have 78 over 8, well, we see that they're both end in 8, so we can both divide by 2 on the top and the bottom. So 78 divided by 2 is equal to, well, 2 can go to 7 3 times. We carry over 1. 2 can go into 18 9 times. Now, 8 divided by 2 is then 4. So now we have 39 over 4. Well, 39 can be divided by 3, but 4 can't be divided by 3. 39 can't be divided by 2, but 4 can be divided by 2. So there's no more common factors between 39 and 4. So we would say the reduced fraction is 39 over 4.